More delays are being reported for the production of Audi e-tron, and this time by a couple of publications with the sources inside of the company. And it looks like Audi will have to delay one of the upcoming electric models as well. I'll tell you which one it is, though I think you kind of can guess by looking at the thumbnail for this video. But among all of this kind of disappointing news, I found something actually quite positive and surprising. I'll tell you all about it coming up next. Taking over the world, electrifying the world, E4 Electric! Welcome to E4 Electric, your number one source of unbiased electric car news. If this is your first time here, go ahead and click on that subscribe button down there. Yep, still there. So that way you won't miss anything moving forward. All right, as you guys know, I'm a e-tron reservation holder, kind of getting cold feet right now. I might actually drive my Volt for a while and make a decision whether it's going to be e-tron, maybe go back to Tesla for some more suffering, but driving the best electric car, maybe Mercedes Taycan and other possibility. But I am a reservation holder. The only one that I do have in my possession is this one. Still having trouble connecting it to the mobile app, but I'll see what I can do. But here's the thing. I've already been reported a couple of times that there are some issues with e-tron production. I think the first one was the software update or software issues that we're having with regulators. Then there was already issues with LG Chem, and this is what's being reported once again with the battery supplier. They're first of all, they're not supplying enough of them. It looks like they're having some issues themselves, but also it looks like they got a hold of the news that Audi is trying to create their own battery production facilities, and so they're kind of jacking up the prices on them. So that's I'm not really sure how that's happening, because I mean, I'm assuming the contract was written by lawyers that Audi paid to. Not really sure how LG Chem can just raise those prices. Now, LG Chem is supplying batteries also for the upcoming Taycan by Porsche, for Jaguar I-Pace, and a few other manufacturers. So they're busy. They're busy, and of course, they are holding all the cards here. And I guess you guys can see the theme going here, right? It's all about battery production. Tesla is also a little bit limited right now by their factory in the Gigafactory in Nevada with Panasonic. There were reports that Panasonic decided not to invest over $1 billion into expanding the partnership and investing into more production with Tesla. So at one point, everybody's just going to have to figure out, but this is one of the reasons why these reports are saying there's a delay in production. It looks like also, it's not a delay in production, it's just the production ramp up is not progressing as planned. Looks like the factory is working for about 6 hours a day, 5 days a week. It looks like it might actually go down to 4 days a week. Of course, they're trying to do 40-hour weeks and maybe even more. There's also a strike in their factory in Hungary. They're supplying the electric motors, so that's kind of new thing that I haven't heard. Now, the sales have already started. As a matter of fact, last month, looks like they've sold over 1,000 or over 1,100 actually e-trons in Europe, but just between Norway and Germany, just between those two countries. So those are pretty healthy numbers. They're also claiming there's over 20,000 reservation holders. So that's also very positive. Now, also that report says that the production forecast for the first year for the e-tron is gone down to 45,242 e-trons, and that's down 10,000 units from how it originally was planned. Very precise number, so either there's a very, very good source somewhere, or this may just be very, very, much a BS. Now, all of this does make sense, so I'm gonna go ahead and take this as is for now. But nevertheless, this is all a problem. However, just like I told you guys, I found some good news in there. I should also mention that this is delaying, and I think I've already mentioned to you guys, this is delaying the e-tron Sportsback. Audi was supposed to roll it out at the end of this year, and here's the picture of that. And unfortunately, going to have to push it in, to early 2020, I'm assuming. And that makes sense. And that's kind of expected. Here's another picture of it. I gotta tell you, these wraps by Audi, I love it. I think there are quite a few other people who told me that once they're gonna get their new Audi, whether e-tron or whatever, they're gonna wrap the cars in these, and I don't blame them. That looks pretty awesome. I've seen one in person. I've seen the e-tron GT in person wrapped this way, and it does look very cool. So kudos to them. Now let's talk about some positives that I've discovered here, even though most of this is disappointing. Before that, just want to mention that this video and this channel is sponsored by Xcelerate Auto, the third-party extended warranty for electric cars, including the Tesla Model 3, up to 125,000 mile coverage, only $100 deductibles. And if you apply in the description of this video, you will also find yourself a discount code for an extra $100. And of course, they do business leasing for electric cars as well, also including the Tesla Model 3. All right, so I've actually found some positives in here, so let's get to it right now. All right, I know with all of this disappointment, how can I find something positive in this? But I did. I think it's actually again, this is the first time I'm hearing about this, but I've never heard the numbers of the planned production for the e-tron, and I was assuming it's going to be 20, maybe 40, but I've been hearing like 20,000 in the first year. The fact that it's 45,242 after it was decreased by 10,000, that's some healthy numbers for the first year of production of the vehicle that they've never made before, and on the technology that they've never made before, right? This EVs was created from scratch. So I gotta tell you, even if they go down to 40 or even 30, that would be a pretty damn good first year that would be a huge accomplishment. But this is the first time I'm hearing these numbers, and I kind of feel like I've been on top of things with the e-tron. So I would say this is great news. So it kind of overshadows everything else that you guys kind of heard with the delays and everything. And I guess another thing that I can chop it up to being positive is that looks like everyone's going to be having these battery supply issues. Yes, it needs to be solved, but from Tesla to Audi, Mercedes-Benz and Porsche are probably going to have the same things. Volkswagen, Kia and Hyundai, we've known that they are having, bottleneck there as well. So the positive thing that everyone's in the same boat, which I hope means that the entire industry is going to take the battery production seriously, invest a lot of money, which they have been, and at some point the battery production is going to be at least on par with what the demand is. Right now, it looks like demand is definitely outnumbering the supply. Now, as far as negatives is concerned, listen, any delay is not a good news, especially for the company that's been kind of taking a lot of slack for this. I've seen a lot of companies kind of going after Volkswagen Group a brand. I personally think it's a good thing that they're running so fast away from the Dieselgate that they're producing all these amazing cars in the Volkswagen Group from Audi and Porsche and from Volkswagen themselves. I believe Lamborghini is going to jump into that. So to me, it's kind of a positive thing. What do you guys think? Let me know in the comment section. Of course, don't forget to subscribe to our VIP list, which is a weekly newsletter with some exclusive content, including news, offers, reviews, and so forth. You can only find it in there, not on this channel, not on the website. So go to e4electric.com/VIP, sign up. It's obviously free. Okay, let's hear it. I want to hear your comments about this. Other than that, see you next time, and remember to stay charged.